Bella Salon and Day Spa, located at 41 West Main Street in Northeast Pennsylvania, proudly supports Chautauqua Sunrise and its volunteers. More information at bellasalonanddayspa.net. Westfield Memorial Hospital provides high-quality health care to residents of Western New York, offering patients the most sophisticated medical advancements while keeping the ease and familiarity of a community hospital. Support for Chautauqua Sunrise has been provided by WRFA 107.9 FM, Jamestown's public radio station, streaming online 24/7 at WRFALP.com. Low power to the people. Funding is provided by a grant from New York State Senator Catherine M. Young, representing Western New York's 57th District with a local office in Olean. Chautauqua Sunrise is made possible by a grant from Fredonia Place, a continuing care retirement community providing dignity in a modern luxury environment. Meter's Restaurant, a family tradition for over 50 years in downtown Ripley, is a proud supporter of Chautauqua Sunrise. Meter's provides all-day dining, banquet services, and custom catering, specializing in pie. From the Access Channel 5 studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Channel 5. Continuing the traditions of Senior Report, we are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week, countywide, from 9 to 10 a.m. Join us by calling in live, emailing us, or checking out our social media. And now, from the Channel 5 studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
Hey everybody, welcome back, and welcome back to me. I can't believe I've been gone for a couple of weeks, and I'm so excited to be right back in your living rooms or kitchens or wherever you have your television. I'm Doc Hamels, and welcome back to Chautauqua Sunrise here at what they tell me now is no longer Access 5, but we are now Access Chautauqua Studios. We have a name change, and we'll be talking about that, I guess, in the months to come and what that all means. But anyways, good morning. And to all my listeners on WRFA 107.9, low power to the people in Jamestown, good afternoon here Tuesdays at 1 o'clock, and thanks for joining us. And hopefully you're going to learn some really interesting stuff today, as always on the show. So, well, I left and it was still winter, it seemed. I was gone for a couple of weeks. We were up in the Canadian Rocky Mountains, and if you've never taken that trip, it is outstanding. And we were in Jasper and Banff, Lake Louise, all up in Vancouver, Calgary, unbelievable country, and it was just a great, great trip. I rode in a helicopter. Think about that. Me, with 4 other people in a helicopter. I don't have claustrophobia, but I do get motion sickness. So I have a ready supply of Dramamine wherever I go on a trip. Then they said, oh, there's a gondola ride. And I thought, oh, gondola is like, in Venice where the guys push the boat. No, it's a little thing that goes up the side of a mountain for 2,000 feet, suspended in the air. Well, that wasn't too bad till somebody says, oh, look, the window's open, and put my hand out. What am I doing here? But it was beautiful. I stood on a 10,000-year-old glacier that was like 700 feet deep. Justin, you would love that. Imagine that in the middle of April, and I'm like at 10 degrees, and the winds are blowing, and we're on this glacier. Outstanding. I love that stuff. Let's see. I ate elk for the first time. Delicious. It's the new cow. It was great. Just lots of fun. And we were in these domed, windowed train cars for a couple of days. And boy, when you haven't lived till you're looking at these snow-capped mountains and so forth, and then the eagle flies right over the top of you, and you can see the eagle, and they've got something like a fish in their talons, and you were real close to the wildlife, so just a great trip. And I want to thank Randy Bird for covering for me. I guess it was 2 weeks ago. He did a great job. And of course, last week was our 200th show, and that was my special guest was Kathy Young, of course. And if you saw it, she was such a trooper. She was in LaGuardia Airport when we were interviewing her, and she wanted to make sure the show happened because we talked about this months ago, and her schedule got kind of goofed up, but we persevered and we made it through. So anyways, today is our 201st show. So happy birthday to all of us. And we're now entering our 3rd century of TV shows here. So glad to be back. I got a little note here that says somebody's got a birthday coming up. Oh, it's Justin. May 11th?
Randy.
No, wait. No, you're May 11th. You're May 11th.
Randy is May 10th.
I'm talking about you right now.
Okay.
I'm the host here. You're the camera person. And then Randall, they keeps yelling at me, his dad is May 10th. So, and then there's a note here. He's going to retire in 1 year. Is that true? So he says. So he says. So anyways, the Burt boys, Justin and Randy, happy birthday. Okay. Quick note, in the beginning you saw one of my underwriters, Bella's Salon. I just want to share. Proud dad. My daughter Stephanie is now the sole owner of Bella Salon and Day Spa in Northeast Pennsylvania, and she studied hard. She went to college for salon management. She went through the Laguitas career tech program in cosmetology, and so she's living her dream of being a salon owner, and couldn't be prouder. Spring is sprung, finally. I don't know if those of you that are traveling about today, the flowering trees are just outstanding. Some years they get kind of wimpy looking, but those umbrella kind of looking flowering cherry trees, I guess, weeping cherries, they're just gorgeous right now. So I hope you're all enjoying the final spring that got here. It's a little late. I think we're going to be in summer before we know it. And then, of course, another winter. We seem to skip all the holidays lately and the seasons. But anyways, glad to be back. And I have a special guest today that's going to be telling us about something that's going on just down the road. I want to welcome back to the show Sue Poster, who's the guru, the boss lady of the Barcelona Westfield Chamber of Commerce. Did I get that right so far?
You did.
Okay, so
You
welcome
did.
back. So why are you here today?
Well, I wanted to talk about First Friday, which starts Friday, June 1st. So we're coming up really close.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
talking about it in the beginning of the show.
Yeah, we only have a few short weeks, and then we have First Friday. We have 4 live bands that'll be playing this year. We have Mazza Winery, 5 and 20 will be there. Johnson Estates will be there. We have restaurants. We have vendors. We have new people this year and some kids' games. We're going to have a life-size interactive chess game.
Interactive
That'd be
chess
fun.
game.
Yeah, yeah, for kids to dress in costume.
Oh,
and-
really? How fun
yeah.
that would be.
Yeah, it's going to
Okay.
be awesome. That'll be in the park.
So what's Miss Carol going to be?
He's going to do Barcelona Blues Band.
No,
and-
which chess piece?
Well, he's going to be in Barcelona.
Oh, he's going to be the
Blues Band.
Barcelona Blues Band. I'm
Yeah,
a
we were
former member
gonna-
of that group.
Yes, you are, and you're welcome to play with them anytime.
I'm a little busy.
Yeah, I know. But we have a hip-hop group from Jamestown that'll be playing this year. We have Rich Siri, who plays acoustic guitar, and this year we have Sylvan James, which that's Jim Scrivens, he'll kill me, and
Kelly.
yeah,
Jim
no,
Kelly? No, kidding.
no, I'm brain dead. all
Jim
this.
Scrivens and Company.
Yeah, Sylvan. It's the middle name, and that's what's throwing me. Is
Okay.
yeah, it's the
So
guy's
First
middle name.
Friday in one sentence is what?
Joe Span.
Joe Span.
Joe
Oh, I don't-
Sylvan Span.
Oh, okay.
He's partnering with Jimmy this year for Sylvan James.
Okay. So First Friday in one sentence is
A party on Main Street.
a party on Main Street on the first Friday of each month.
Right.
Except for,
Well, we have June, July, August, and September.
okay, so just the summer months,
Right,
basically.
right.
So, okay, and how much does it cost to go to?
It didn't cost anything.
Does it cost anything?
No.
Okay, so what else is going on? Something else you're going to talk about?
The fish.
The fish.
We have sold 87 fish. These fish are made out of 1-inch plywood, and they're 4 feet tall, approximately 2 feet wide.
In my case, they're 4 feet long.
Okay. They were designed to look like they're jumping out of the water, kind of.
Mine's cruising.
Sort of. Okay. And they were sold 80, we sold 87 of
Right.
them. I wanted to sell 48.
Success.
So that was a success. Now, if they all get decorated, it'll be fun. They were sold to the hospital, the school, service clubs, private artists, businesses. They're going to be all over, from Noble Winery to Barcelona to Ed Lumber, which is out Chautauqua.
All up and down Main Street now.
20,
everywhere.
yeah, and the Meters and Tammy's in Mayville, theirs will be in Westfield. They're all going to be on an interactive map on westfieldny.com.
Cool.
And we'll have a paper map also, and people can go around and look at them. It's amazing. I heard the other day about one that was cut, and it's going to be a wind chime.
Mine's not a wind chime.
No.
A wind
Some
chime.
are going to hang. Some will be out
Mine
in
will
the
not hang.
open.
Mine
We
will not
have
be open.
there will be 4 of them down at the pier.
Okay.
There are 4 in front of Jack's Barcelona Drive-In. Like I said, Ed Lumber. It's just, they're going to be all over town.
I'll tell you
and
what.
It's going to be fun.
Here's the deal. If you can get that map on a PDF or JPEG, send it to me, and we'll show people where the fish are going to be throughout the summer.
Well, in addition to being able to look at them, people will be able to buy ballots, and then they can drive around and look at all of them, and then just write a number on the ticket and stick it in. They don't win a prize, but whoever gets the most votes each month, June, July, August, September, will get a People's Choice prize. And we're also going to do a judge's prize.
Wow.
And
No competition there.
no. And tickets can be purchased and dropped off at Peaceful Designs, Dove Cottage, and Richie Betts Insurance on Main Street in Westfield. And I might end up with a couple other locations. We will be selling them at the Chamber Table at First Fridays.
Okay.
And
Terrific.
the money for that will go into making our First Friday and our other events. We have our Dickens
Promote the
weekend in
good stuff.
November.
Great.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, is to be able to fund new, bigger, better things and to make people aware of Westfield. And
Terrific. All right. And so you're not going to be here next week, but you're going to have Lynn Patterson?
Lynn Patterson
Oh.
from Crossroads.
Come in
She's
next
going to
week.
come in and talk about Crossroads as a business incubator,
Okay.
where you can get started. They're open on Saturdays, and it's a great place. They have a wide variety of stores and crafts and things like that. But businesses have grown
Great.
after being there.
Well, Sue, thanks for coming in. And before you go, how about a phone number if anybody has a question or wants more information about the fish or First Friday?
I'm available at 248, I know it's a Michigan number, 830-6058.
Okay.
And we're on Facebook, so follow us on Facebook at
Okay.
Westfield Barcelona Community Chamber of Commerce.
Okay. Terrific.
Thanks.
Well, have a great day, and thanks for coming by. And my fish will be done
Thanks for having me.
in time, I'm sure. June 1. No pressure. Wind chime. I would never have thought to cut my poor fish up to make it into a wind chime. Okay, so thanks to Poster for that. And now we got some other announcements. So back, we're going to hop all over the county here, and we're going to try to get through this real quick. We got a slide, number 15. Jeff, let's pop that up. Wine with Us Wednesdays. Okay, it's going to be at the Grape Discovery Center in the tasting room over at the Grape Discovery Center. There we go. It's going to be held from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. each Wednesday, featuring a wine of the week. And I got great news. This is brand new information. Will and I, or Russell and Hamels, we're going to be performing the second and fourth Wednesday of May, June, and July. Right there, we're going to be performing. So there's going to be live music, and they're going to have other events going on throughout the weeks and months to come. So at the Grape Discovery Center, Wednesday evenings, good place to hang out. It's going to be fun, enjoy some beverages, and some good entertainment. Okay, thank you. Moving right along. Today, no, not is today the 5th? Today's the 4th. No, today's the 5th. Cinco de Mayo?
Cinco de Mayo.
Kentucky Derby, and the Shredded Fest It's all, thank you. Today's the Shredded Fest from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Westfield Memorial Hospital. As we mentioned before, you bring in your papers and you fill up a container, $10, and that benefits the Westfield Memorial Hospital Auxiliary. So that's today. Moving right along, still in Westfield, the 2018 Vintage Book and Paper Show returns today in Westfield at Easton Hall. I'm going to that. I got to bring some things and have people tell me what they're worth. It's going to be full of dealers presented by the Chautauqua County Historical Society and organized by the Historical Society trustee and show chairman Bob Johnson. The book and paper show will feature an estimated 20 different dealers who will be on hand selling vintage and rare books, historic maps, old photographs, postcards, posters, not poster, but posters, sports memorabilia, and much, much more. There will also be local and regional history items for sale. All are invited to come and take advantage of what can turn into quite a treasure hunt for historical, artistic, and cultural items of interest. I'm not going to give you more information. It's fine as far as contact information because it's happening like in 42 minutes. It's over at Easton Hall. It's $5 for adults, $3 for students. Children under 12 are free. All proceeds are being used to benefit the Chautauqua County Historical Society and its programs. Door prizes, I didn't know this, will be given away to anyone that attends. How cool is that? And if you want to know, Easton Hall is located across the street from the McClurg Museum, which is the home of the County Historical Society. There are also antique businesses in the immediate downtown Westfield area. Okay, so that's happening today. So lots going on in Westfield. Okay, number 17, Turquoise Takeover. This is brand new. Okay. My niece works up in the Buffalo area, but she covers a lot of the region for the American Lung Association. That would be she's my goddaughter too, Jennifer Hamels Sullivan. And she asked me if I would wear something turquoise, like a tie. So I had to really dig into my tie collection today. So it says, this is what they want me to tell you, is that they're turning turquoise. And I'm wearing turquoise today to support the American Lung Association's Lung Force, a national initiative uniting Americans in the fight against lung cancer. Lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer deaths among women and men. Anyone can get lung cancer. Lung cancer awareness remains critically low. Only 3% of women have the disease on their health radar. So this is something people really need to pay attention to. So when I was talking to Jen, I said, Jen, give me some statistics for Chautauqua County. Okay, brace yourself. Chautauqua County lung cancer rates are 120 cases out of like 1,500 cases across the Western New York region. It's the third highest county, just under Erie and Niagara County in New York State. Let me say that again. We're the third highest county for lung cancer in New York State. So, what are they doing? They're wearing turquoise to obviously put some attention on Lung Force. This is the National Women's Lung Health Week, the week of May 6th through the 12th, in support of those facing lung cancer. They suggest if you're interested to stop at CVS pharmacies during the rest of the month to donate to the American Lung Association's Lung Force, or check out other places that are raising funds for them. Okay, and then it says CVS will donate $1 to Lung Force for every pack of extra gum, I guess that's a brand, extra gum purchased at CVS Pharmacy or CVS.com during the campaign. In other words, chew gum, not smoke. You can also visit lungforce.org to sign up for Lung Force Walk or Expo and learn more about lung cancer and all the ways you can help eradicate this terrible disease. Okay, I've gone on the air and on record that I had a dear, dear friend, childhood friend that I grew up with that smoked, and he died of lung cancer 2 years ago, and it's just absolutely devastating. So here's my turquoise tie. There's turquoise in there somewhere, I guess. It's the best I could do. So pay attention, folks, and look into that, will you? Okay, let's keep on moving here. Chicken barbecue and annual auction, number 18. My Home Club, Westfield Mayville Rotary, Saturday, May 19th, Easton Hall, same place as the paper show today, on Elm Street in Westfield. They're gonna, for $12, you get a Chevette's barbecue dinner, and that starts at 5 and goes to about 6:30. And they're going to have things kind of interesting this year. There's a Chinese auction, where you buy little tabs and you put them in a bag and they draw names. There's going to be a silent auction where there's like a competitive type of thing. And then there's the live auction with Dr. David Brown and myself. And it's a lot of fun. Of course, everything goes to the Rotary Club that benefits our community. And if you have more questions, you can give Tracy Bennett a call at 326-3800 or any Rotarian. The tickets are going fast, May 19th. Lots of great prizes. They're going to do one of those nights at Russell's or Salvatore's. I can't remember which one it was. Anyways, up in Buffalo, it's overnight with dinner and breakfast and all that good stuff, and it's a great time. That's going to be one of those raffle prizes. Okay, so put that on your calendar, May 19th. Okay, moving right along. Let's see. I'm going to skip 19. We're going to go to 20. A perennial plant sale, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for the Office for the Aging. Our friends over there. They're having their sale on May 22nd in Dunkirk at St. John's Church on Central Avenue, May 23rd in Mayville outside of the HRC building, May 24th at Jamestown Christ First UMC in Buffalo Street, and May 5th in Mayville, Last Chance. $3 for each plant, 4 for 10. They sell out really fast, and if you're interested, 753-4471. And maybe Linda will call in and tell us a little bit more about that. All right, let me just see what else I want to cover here real quick. I'm going to skip that one because we can get to that later on in the month. That's later in the month, and that's later in the month. So we're going to cut away because I do want to spend more time with my guests. So we're going to be right back. Stay tuned, and this is just for you.
It's not a charity. It's more than a charity. It's about helping the people we live with. Being the type of person that a 3-year-old version of ourselves wanted us to be. Bringing Grandma a meal when she has no one else to bring her one. Improving people's lives through literacy and financial stability. It's literally about putting food in people's bellies. It's about money, yeah, but it's so much more than money. It's about friendship and common values. It's about opening new doors when others are slammed shut. It's about giving kids a place to be kids and grow up, knowing that they live in a community that cares about them. It's about making sure every child owns a book, that reading can put a smile on a child's face. Ultimately, that's it. It's about smiles. Old smiles, young smiles, yes, even teenagers smile. It's about us, all of us, our community. United, we win a better future.
Okay, I'm back, and you're listening to Chautauqua Sunrise. I'm Doc Hamels, and my guest contacted me some time ago, and I think it was Adam Dole said, we got to get these folks on TV. And I go, sure, why not? So the folks from the, let me get this right now, the Northern Chautauqua United Way. I probably just got that all backwards. But anyways, I want to welcome Deb Tederous and Kyle Leikam. Deb, you are the executive director. I got that part right.
Yes.
And Kyle, you are the president of the board.
Correct.
So you're like her boss.
I'm pretty sure that's the other way around.
It usually is. Well, anyways, welcome to Chautauqua Sunrise, and I'm so happy that you're here, and we're going to talk about your United Way. There's 2 in Chautauqua County.
Yes, there is.
Amy Roller was on like a month or 2 ago, and we were talking. She's kind of working her way into her new position. And how long have you been with the United Way?
It'll be 19 years, June 1st, so quite a while.
But not as executive director.
No, I was hired as the finance person
Oh, okay.
to begin with.
You've been moving on up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kyle, how long have you been associated with United Way?
5 years? Is that right?
I think that's about right. Yeah.
It's like a lifetime.
Yeah,
5
something like
years on a
that.
board is a lifetime. Anyways, so welcome to the show. And Adam chickened out, so he didn't want to come on. So why do you think he wanted you to come on the show?
I would have to say because he's been on it before and he felt that it would be a perfect venue for us to come and do this.
Okay. So we just saw your advertisement, which was really cool, by the way.
Yes.
That's exciting. Is that a premiere? Like first time on TV? Or?
I think it may be
You're here in Chautauqua
for
County,
live.
anyways.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
wonderful. So who produced that? Was that local or up in Buffalo? Or?
It was actually produced by a group of students from Fredonia State
Nice.
through the Enactus program there.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
One
Okay,
of
I'm familiar with
Dr.
those.
Sue
Dr.
McNamara's
Sue,
groups. Yes, yeah.
Dr. Mac.
Didn't they do an amazing job?
Yeah, really good. And there's so many resources in our county that people can tap that they don't even realize. So, okay, so let's get into the heart of the matter here. United Way. I was thinking about that, and I know it's got to have a history, but where did it come from and why?
Well, our local, I'll talk about our local. We've just been actually looking at our history, and the United Way of Northern Chautauqua County actually started out as a United War Fund in the 30s.
United War Fund?
Yes, yeah, I was surprised. I didn't know that either until I started looking into our history. And then it became a community fund in the 40s, and then...
Oh, community fund, I'm familiar with.
Yeah. And I think it was in the 70s that it became an actual United Way. And then in 99, Westfield became part of, the United Way of Northern Chautauqua County, and that is all our different places as we are right now.
Okay, so it's the never-ending imaginary line of north and south, and if you're familiar with what I do, is I actually write a column from out of the west. As I say, I'm not North County, I'm not South County, I'm in the west, because technically we are. So just because I like to humor myself on these things. So what, I know that we all have to cover certain areas. I mean, my Rotary Club covers a certain area. So what does your United Way cover, basically?
Essentially, we are from Irving to Ripley.
My hometown.
And that space also includes Forestville, Casadega, and I believe it's Sinclairville is the other odd little...
And all places in between. Okay.
Yes.
And then, of course, we have the Southern United Way, and they cover probably the balance of the county.
Yes.
Okay. And this isn't like the North versus the South, because I know Amy and I've known other people from there, and everybody plays nice together.
Yes. Oh,
so
yes.
It's a big area to
It
cover.
is. It's a big area, and with so much of Chautauqua County being rural, I think, it makes it difficult for one organization. And also, when I look at the history, it just seems to be the way it happened. Like, I don't think there was any thought about, we have to have a South County United Way and a North County United Way.
Yeah,
it was just
there's
the way...
there's a lot of farmland between
Yes.
Dunkirk and Jamestown, so it just sort of naturally breaks away.
Exactly.
Right. So, Kyle, why did you get on the board? Don't you ever ask that question? I'm on boards. I go, how did I get here?
I got roped in for a one-year term. No, I'm just kidding around. But no, I actually...
No, that's really how it happens.
Yeah, that's actually how it happened.
That's really how it happens.
The United Way is something that I've always kind of wanted to be a part of. It's exciting to me. I grew up in Fredonia, and there's not a lot of organizations out there that get to communicate and deal with so many different organizations. We worked with a number of different agencies, so it was a nice way for me to kind of get back out in the community and work with a really wide variety of people.
So when you're not a board president, what do you do?
I run the wealth management for Evans Bank from essentially West Seneca down.
Okay, very good. So that's a good thing to have somebody that knows money.
Yes. We have what I feel, I may be partial, but I think we have an amazing board. We have a very active board.
How many members?
It's ever growing.
It is. We're rebuilding our board.
Is it 14 right now?
I think it is. I think with the last...
That's a good sized board.
It is, but it's smaller than many.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Of course, I'm used to 7, 9 member boards on most, but some boards I've been on are like 18, and it's pretty unwieldy. Okay, so what's the mission of the United Way? Why you do what you do? And either one you can chime in, or both you can chime in, how you see it.
I would say that our mission is to serve the community, and we serve the community through education, financial stability, and health. Those are the 3 cornerstones of what we do in the Northern Chautauqua community. And we obviously do that because through funding programs that are run by other not-for-profits, because obviously it's what they do best.
Okay, Kyle, since you're the money guy, when Deb says funding other programs, how does that work? Why do you do that?
So, I mean, really, what the United Way does is we're a fundraising organization that
Okay.
helps direct funds to other local charities. So when I had mentioned before that we were able to reach out to a couple of different agencies here, the United Way is somewhat of a hub where funds flow into us and we help direct those funds inside of the community. And I mean, it's nice because it provides a little bit of oversight and it provides some feedback to our donors. And it also allows us to touch a number of different places and kind of give the community, at least in respect to the different agencies, some direction.
Okay. So you have an annual campaign?
We do,
That
we
type of
do.
thing?
We do.
And so you are sort of the face of the other organizations and promote donations and this sort of thing?
We do, we do. So we run our campaign, well, we do a fall campaign, but we raise money year-round. But we run a specific campaign for these programs that the agencies are running, and that'll start in September. And we actually close the campaign in April 1st, March 30th, 1st, or April 1st, so we can get ready for the upcoming.
Okay. So how many organizations do you work with?
We have 13 organizations right now that are running over 30 different programs that we are helping to fund. They run more than that.
Kyle, what's your budget, if I may ask?
Our operational budget, approximately,
About 100.
yeah, about 100, 115, somewhere in there.
Thousand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not million.
No,
No.
no, 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 no.
No, just $115. It's actually all
Shoestring budget for sure. So the $115,000 obviously is going to pay for things that are in-house, but then the money goes out?
Yes.
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 So how does an organization become a member of the United Way?
Well, we really have not had a lot of new organizations come to us in quite a while, but we have where organizations can come to us and they can become affiliates. So, yeah, an affiliate is they are marketed, as being associated with United Way. If someone feels very strongly, they can make a donation to them through us. And then if down the road that organization decides they would like to apply, they are welcome to come to the table and apply.
Okay. And I've worked a little bit with the United Way in the southern tier over the years, not recently, but I remember that there was always a review team that would look at the various organizations and determine, are they doing their job? Is the money being spent correctly? So do you do that as well?
Yes.
Yeah, there's an accountability aspect of the money that we give out, and honestly, I think that's one of the nice things about donating to the United Way. A lot of times when you give money away, it's given blind to a certain extent. It's not like there's a ton of follow-up, but when you're giving money to the United Way, you're actually giving money to an organization that holds them accountable.
Can you expound a little bit on that accountability? Because I think if it's similar to what I experienced, it was intense.
Deb actually probably has the figures a little bit better than we do, but I mean, in terms of like their operating budget and stuff along those lines, stuff that we review.
As a not-for-profit, a community not-for-profit, a United Way, we think it's important to be good stewards of the community's money. We're very cognizant that it's not ours. So in saying that, when we have the agencies apply, they fill out a rigorous application where we ask for not just financials, but things like what are you looking to do with this program? What are your end results? What is it you think they'll look like? And also, what are you going to do to attain those results? And they actually have to report that to us twice a year.
So this is just as in, I need $10,000 for a project, and
Not at
thank
all.
you very much.
Not
No.
at all. And we use volunteers from the community, because it's their money,
Yeah.
to come in and basically interview and ask questions of our community partners that are applying for money. So it allows those volunteers from the community to grasp where their money's going and how it's being spent also by the community partners, not just us.
And true or false, money is getting tighter and tighter and tighter out there.
Oh, yes, we all know that.
So every dollar is so important, right?
It
Every
really
dollar,
is.
we need to know how it's being spent,
Yes.
not squandered
Exactly.
on furniture in somebody's office or airplane flights
Exactly.
or whatever. You know, it's all over the news these days.
Mm-hmm.
And not just in any particular venue or circle, but I mean, just you read about money
Right.
that's just wasted where it could be going to better causes.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on a second. I just want to make one little blurb here. Folks, you're watching Chautauqua Sunrise, and my guests today are Deborah Tederous, got that right, and Kyle Leikam from the Northern Chautauqua United Way, or the United Way of Northern Chautauqua, that way.
Perfect.
I got it that time. And if you have a question or a comment, please give us a call at 753-5225. Right there it is on the screen, or you can email us down the road or for a follow-up question or whatever. But please, don't be shy. We're happy to get your questions to these folks. Okay, so you listed 3 areas. I do pay attention, I take notes. Education, financial, and health.
Yes.
All right, so I know of a lot of organizations that do all these things. So what makes you different and why?
Well, the education, financial literacy, and health is about, and this makes sense. Once I say this, people are like, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We know that people who are more well-educated tend to get better paying jobs and ergo are able to have better access to health. So when we are looking at programs to fund and programs that we might even be doing in-house, those programs need to meet that criteria.
Mhm.
Is this something that will help this person, this child, this family do better in life through the education, financial literacy, and health?
So all of the organizations that you deal with have to hit one of those,
Yes, yes.
and if not, go down the road to somebody else.
Well, you know.
But that's okay. We can't serve every single item in the world. What is the need in our county for these, the way you see it?
United Ways in New York State, and other states, but I'll speak to New York State. We just, for the 3rd year in a row, completed a study called ALICE, which stands for Asset Limited, Income Constrained, Employed. So what that is essentially is you have a family where both of the adults are working and 2 children. So both adults are working and they still can't make ends meet.
Working where?
Anywhere. Wherever, whatever job that they're doing, it's not bringing in a living wage even with both adults working. So they're not able to meet their bills or put enough food on the table, but they're both working and they make too much money to be eligible for any assistance.
Okay, so how do you help?
How do we help is we look at, those are the people that we tend to serve the most because those are the people that are accessing the services that we're funding.
Okay, so 13 isn't a very large number, so tell me the 13 that work in that particular area. If you can, and you're going to miss somebody, that's okay.
Okay.
To the best of your memory.
Well, I would say that all of our community partners and their programs are serving, the majority of what they serve are going to be that group,
Okay,
the
so
ALICE
what are
group. We have the American Red Cross. Now, the American Red Cross is a little bit different because if you have a fire or a disaster, regardless, they're going to be there. But we all need the Red Cross to be there when we have a disaster. We also have the Boys and Girls Club of Northern Chautauqua County.
Okay.
We have Chautauqua Striders and their mentoring program.
I'm very familiar with them.
Great
Michelle?
program. Yes, Michelle.
Sorry.
Yes, we have Chautauqua Blind, and they do the screening as children are entering kindergarten.
Lisa Goodell?
Lisa Goodell. So we know that that's important because
I'm 2 for 2 here.
you are. Because we want our children, if they have sight problems, we want that to be taken care of
Okay.
before they enter school so they don't fall behind. We also have Girl Scouts. We have Dunkirk Fredonia Meals on Wheels. We have Literacy Volunteers of Chautauqua. We also fund the domestic violence program run by the Salvation Army.
Okay.
Let's see, we have the Westfield Y.
Okay.
Have I hit everyone?
I believe you have. In fact, I
Did
brought
I
the
do?
list
Okay,
just in
thank you.
case.
That's why I'm looking. I told him I would do that.
Kyle, any others that we should mention?
Oh, Cassie, excuse me.
Oh my gosh,
Cassie.
how could I forget
Yeah,
Cassie? Sorry.
we do a lot of announcing for them.
Melanie, I apologize.
Melanie was just on, and she'll be on again, I think, in October. Yeah.
But even within United Way, we just finished April's month of the young child. So we go into all the Head Start and any pre-K, local
Chautauqua
pre-K,
opportunities. Okay.
that will have us, and we hand out literacy kits to the kids. And we make sure we ask before we go in if the family's bilingual, so we make sure that in the literacy kit there's a book that's bilingual, because we know how important it is that parents read to children, because children who are not at reading level by the end of 3rd grade tend to be the ones that
Right.
fall behind and they don't catch up.
They never catch up.
Right, and we also give books out to each child through 5th grade in the Dunkirk school system.
Good. Okay, so as the board president, board member, you're looking at Chautauqua County. Some people say it's a terrible place to live because the taxes are high or whatever. Other people say it's a wonderful place to live, like I do, because it's so gorgeous and taxes aren't that bad. But we have a lot of poverty in this community.
Yes, we do.
We have an aging population. So how do you see United Way helping out folks? I mean, we already talked a little bit about education and things like that and health, but from your perspective as a board, how do you feel that your agency is helping that situation?
I think our organization, what we do is, what we're trying to do is focus down and give us a little bit more direction. And I think that's how we'll move forward. I think the accountability aspect and the fact that we are working with smaller dollars now than we have in the past, because, well, let's face it, the economic environment isn't quite what it used to be. I think now is the time where we start taking a look and reviewing what agencies and what initiatives are really working here, and that's how we focus in and can help us move forward.
Okay. We have a phone call.
Ooh.
You ready? Okay. Good morning, caller.
Well, good morning. This is Linda Spalding.
Hi, Lynn.
Good morning,
I've
Pat.
I've missed you. I haven't talked to you forever, it seems.
Well, I know. You were away last week.
Yes, and you didn't call the last time I was on, I think. So it's been about 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, I think I tried to get through, but I couldn't. I don't know what happened.
Oh,
Or
we
maybe I
probably had
was
so many
away.
calls we couldn't get to you. I'm sure of it.
I don't know. And good morning, Deborah and Kyle. It's so good to see you on the program. And
Good
the United Way does so many wonderful things, helping out so many organizations.
Hi, Linda.
Hi.
Thank you.
Linda, does your office interface with the United Way?
Yes, we do.
In what way?
Providing participants.
Uh-huh.
We have agreements.
Super. So,
And unfortunately, we've had funding cutbacks. We haven't been able to put too many people on, but I can start enrolling some new ones for our program, and we're going to be getting more money starting July 1, so we'll be able to be a little bit more active
terrific.
in that realm. I did want to mention that May is Older Americans Month.
How old?
Well, Department of Labor says an older worker is anybody 40 plus.
Okay, so
But that's not us.
May is my month then.
Oh, and with our program, it's 55 plus,
Yeah,
the
right.
senior employment program. So it's a time when we get involved with certain activities, give press releases, and have special advocacy for our mature population, because they have so much to contribute.
I like that word mature rather than old.
Yeah. Nobody likes the word. Well, I don't know why people don't like the word old, but
It's had a terrible connotation.
yeah, it's not the same as creaky.
Did you say creepy or creepy?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, gosh. So
Things can be new and creaky too, you know.
that's true. That's true. So so what kind of things are you doing special?
Well, I have a press release that's going out in our senior papers for Dunkirk and Jamestown with a picture with some of our participants at the Jamestown Meals on Wheels program. We're having a computer training graduation in Olean, and we've invited public officials.
Okay. And you got your flower sale coming up I just talked about.
Oh, yes, we've got our flower sale. Everybody's been busy planting.
Right.
They're beautiful. They get more beautiful every year.
Okay. So that's coming up. All right. So anything else?
No, just, I have to say, Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Thank you. Thank you.
And today's the day of the Derby. I don't know if you've picked anybody yet.
Yes, me? No, I don't, no. I go gambling, I go to casinos, I put $20 in, $20 stays there. Horse racing, I put $2 in, and $2 stays there. So who you betting on?
I don't know yet. They said Mendelssohn might be good, but it's going to be a rainy day, so people should place their hopes on a mutter.
On a mutter, not a fodder.
Right.
You may quote me.
But horses are such beautiful animals. I just love to watch all the preparation.
Yeah.
They're such beautiful, elegant
Yes, they are.
creatures.
Okay.
Just love them.
And then, if people want to get a hold of you for more information, let's pop that up one more time, Jeff.
The number at the Chautauqua County Office for the Aging for senior employment and other senior services is 753-4471.
And you're on Facebook, and they can contact you there as well.
Yes, we have. Oh, there's a job fair coming up this week, too.
Okay.
In Dunkirk, and it's on Facebook, too.
Terrific. All right, Lynn, let's talk next week, okay?
Well, all right. You have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you, and same to you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right. So, you guys are connected to everybody, it seems.
Absolutely.
All right. I know you brought some pictures, so maybe we should touch a little bit on those, and you can speak to those and add more information as we go. So
love
I
to.
guess in no particular order, surprise me, Jeff. What do we have? And for those that are listening on the radio, we're going to do our best to describe what we're looking at. Okay, so here's a list of something that we're looking at.
So this graphic is a way to help people understand. You'll spend I think $2 for a cup of coffee might be a little low, quite honestly, but your $2 cup of coffee, if you donate that, will purchase 12 meals for a family of 4
Through
the programs the programs that we fund, like the family kitchen, Chautauqua County Rural Ministries kitchen there, friendly kitchen.
Okay.
$5, you think nothing, well, maybe not us, but younger people will think nothing of paying $5 to download an app to their smartphone, or they could think of it as purchasing 10 books for kindergarten through 3rd grade students.
And books are not cheap.
Well, they're not, but we have programs that we can access, and we spend about 50 cents a book.
Right.
So,
But I mean, if someone had to buy it outright, they're expensive nowadays.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, we will go to the movies, and it's expensive nowadays to go to a movie.
I've noticed that.
Yep. So $20 for a pair of movie tickets, or that $20 could buy 8 working families their tax returns filed for free.
Wow.
Yeah, we do. In the northern end, we run the VITA program, which is the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. Okay. And the final one is a $30 dinner out, or 12 hours of secure day programs for seniors. So the Chautauqua Adult Care Centers.
They've been on the show? Yeah. Okay.
So that's just to help give people a visual.
All right. So let's go to the next one.
Oh, yes. I'm going to let Kyle talk about this one.
This is a picture from our golf tournament. If you notice, we're in the rough there near the trees. That's not the fairway. But I'll tell you, just as a little bit of a plug, we have our golf tournament on June 15th up at Tri-County Country Club this year. This year it's shaping out to be a heck of a tournament. We're really, really excited. We got a couple of new sponsors, especially on the title sponsor side, including Community Bank. Walmart, as always, has been a huge supporter of this event. We're looking forward to it. We're really hoping to have somewhere between 80 and 100 golfers, which is a huge step from last year. It's one of our primary fundraisers. And kind of as you touched on before, with this smaller economy right now, campaigns aren't quite what they used to be.
Right.
So now, in order to help subsidize that, we're running a couple of different programs or fundraisers, you can call them, such as this golf tournament. And over the last few years, it's become pretty popular.
If people are interested in the golf tournament or anything to do with the United Way, what number could they call?
366-5424.
Okay. Now, Kyle, this is not a joke. I'm serious about this. If you go to any clubhouse in Chautauqua County, there's a bulletin board, and my picture has a line through it, and I'm considered armed and dangerous with a golf club, and I'm not allowed anywhere near a golf course. And that's true. So I just want you to know that. If you see my picture, you'll remember me.
Well, that's why you look so familiar.
There you go. I'm everywhere. I'm famous for lots of things. I'm a terrible golfer. My 10-year-old granddaughter beat me in miniature golf regularly. Terrible. Okay. Another picture. Okay. Oh, more United Way golfing tournaments. Okay, let's just keep going. Maybe something a little different here. Oh, what's this?
Oh, this is a wonderful picture. This was at Dunkirk School 5. And this is the program I was talking about that we do for Month of the Young Child, where we're giving out the books. And that's one of our board members helping the kids choose books from School 5.
Okay, so we're looking right now for my listeners on WRFA there's a large football player type person distributing books. I don't care what he does, I want him on my team.
Yep, that's Jeff Lyons, and he works for Nestle Purina Pet Care, and he sits on our board.
Okay.
You really do want him on your team.
Yes,
He's a
you
black
do.
belt, too.
Oh, yes. So what kind of books are you giving out there? Are they like for reading or history or what?
Well, they're for reading. They're, I believe as I'm looking, I see a lot of like the Rick Riordan, which is very popular with the kids. One of the things we work really hard to do is get books we know the kids want to read, because otherwise it's a waste.
Yeah, it just ends up on a shelf somewhere.
And Jeff loves the science fiction and all of that stuff, so he was enjoying himself immensely.
Good for him. Good on him. Okay, let's keep going. A couple more.
Yeah, I thought I saw one over there.
Okay, and this was at the Head Start, and the young woman reading is another board member of mine.
So your board members get active, I
They
see.
sure do.
All right.
They sure
So
do.
we have a circle of children on a rug, looks like in a classroom of sorts. And these are preschoolers?
Yes, this is Head Start, so
That's-
yes.
Little
yeah.
guys. Okay.
And we choose a book every year to read to them, and this year we chose Marcus Pfister's Rainbow Fish.
Oh,
Yeah.
did they have pictures of how to design fish for the
Well,
Barcelona
right,
Westfield?
right. Rainbow fish is very sparkly, so you never
I
know.
might have to get some ideas from that. So what's the message from that book?
The message from that book is about sharing, and that just because you're special and different doesn't mean that everyone else isn't also.
You know, we did something with our Rotary Club where we went around and did something similar. And I was thinking one day when I was talking with the children, some of the very first books that I remember my mom reading to me. And do you have books that you remember when you were really little? I mean, your first book or whatever? I mean, books leave an impression.
Yes,
and we
they
don't
do.
think so in today's technology age, but books are powerful tools.
Yes, they really are. I agree.
So, cool. Okay, another picture. Let's go another one. Whoa, here's a big room with a lot of people in it. Lots of little people, looks like.
Yeah, this is School 4 in Dunkirk, and this is their gymnasium, and Kyle was actually there for that one. And this School 4 is amazing. They're all amazing, but the kids love it. They can't wait. So that's what that picture is of.
There's like a couple hundred kids there, looks like,
Yes,
anyways.
yes.
Okay.
Each one of the kids. We started out doing kindergarten through third grade due to the Annie E. Casey study, the 2008 early warning. I had said earlier that children leaving third grade, entering fourth grade, if they're not at grade level, they'll fall behind. But it's been so popular that now we give it to the fourth and the fifth grade also.
Good.
So, yeah.
Okay, super. Okay, so let's continue our discussion here of the things that you work on. So with education, obviously I could see you're giving out books
Yes.
and promoting good things. So the financial area seems kind of like one of those areas that people don't talk a lot about. You know, when I raised my kids, Classic example is my son, Scott, said, Dad, I want to buy a car. And I said, good. And that was it. And he looked at me like, well, and I said, okay, what's your plan? And he looked at me again like, what do you mean? And so my kids learned from that day forward, don't ever come and ask me for money. I'll help you with the money, but tell me what your plan is. How you're going to get a job, you're going to earn so much money, you want a loan, you're going to pay it back, whatever. So my kids have all learned financial education and things like that. So since that's your area, how do you help people with financial literacy, let's call it?
One of the things we're trying to bring to the community, and I think we're going to be starting that up this year, is their financial fitness classes. Mm-hmm. The FDIC puts on a number of different educational seminars based around credit, how to purchase homes, stuff along those lines. We have a number of different partners, including insurance agencies and local banks that have been willing to come out and help speak. I think the first one will hopefully be held towards the end of May here, where we'll invite people inside of the community to come out and learn a little bit about how to better their credit, something that you traditionally wouldn't learn in school.
Right. We saw a lot of photos of children. Do you work with seniors, older folks?
We do. Like I said, we help fund a scholarship program at the Chautauqua Adult Center.
Right.
And we also, when we do our mailers for campaign, we get a bunch of volunteers through the RSVP program that come in and help us.
Right.
Yes, we are eternally grateful to those women and men because we could never get it out the door without them. And as Linda Spalding said, we have had people from her program also come in and do some work for us.
Okay, I want to go back to financial literacy now with seniors. There are predators out there constantly. They're scamming seniors. Do you help with that at all? With financial literacy or putting out, watch out, here come the bad guys type thing?
I don't even think it's just seniors. I'll tell you, just a few years ago, I had received a phone call from the IRS, and it's something that was brought to our attention, and we do our best to notify people because, I work at a bank, and I'll tell you, I was even nervous when I got the phone call. It was a scam call from the IRS.
I got one
Yep.
about 4 months ago. It was something like, call right now, give us this information, or else we're coming to your house and we're going to blah, blah, blah. Something really, like a really nasty woman. Yeah.
So it's something that we do try to kind of get out there, but we kind of do it as best we can. The local police try to do a pretty nice job of actually getting a lot of that information out as well.
Okay.
We do, and through VITA, I know VITA started out as a program that targeted people that were entitled to earn income credit, but it doesn't just encompass them any longer. We have a lot of people who are retired and on fixed incomes that come in our door that need the extra money in their pocket, and they're not comfortable doing their own taxes. And some of them may not even need to file, but maybe for the STAR program they want to. So we use VITA to get that information out that, the IRS is not going to call you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know it seems hard to believe, but we got half a minute left.
Wow.
So,
it did go fast.
yes, I told you it would. So, Kyle, 10 seconds. Anything you want to share with anybody?
Well, if anybody's free on June 15th, we'd certainly like to have you at our golf tournament. So if you could, call down to the office. We'll set you up with a foursome. We got a couple of sponsorship opportunities left, and appreciate you having me.
Yes.
And I have to say it one more time. Tederous, you've got the last 10 seconds.
I just want to say that if you're interested in learning anything about United Way and the community partners that we represent, please give the office a call. I'd love to, at 366-5424. I'd love to talk to you and get you more involved.
Okay, that's a wrap. So, folks, thanks for listening. And you've been viewing Deb Tederous and Kyle Leikam from the United Way of Northern Chautauqua County. I got it right this time, I think.
You did a great job.
Twice now, 2 out of 3. I'm Doc Hamels. You've been watching Chautauqua Sunrise at Access Chautauqua Studios in Mayville, New York. And we're going to do this all again next Saturday right here at 9 a.m. So have a great week. Enjoy the spring weather. And just enjoy Chautauqua County, folks. Take care now.